much games.
Nefarious City. It has been 10 years since Corson 5 fell, and this rotten place arose out of the ashes like a blood-eaten pimple. The Emperor promised peace and order, but all Ms. Zurkon got was oppression and slightly cheaper consumer electronics. Travel to other worlds has been heavily restricted, along with civil liberties and public crying. But with all the bleakness and despair and hideous architecture, there is one grace note. This is where the Resistance was born. Sargasso, the land that time forgot. Or rather, the land the Emperor took one look at and could not forget fast enough. Full of acidic swamps, primordial beasts, and bugs. Lots of bugs. The Emperor quickly decided that there were better ways to spend his time than conquering this mudball. The Gelatonium outpost once belonged to the Kirchu tribe, but they were wiped out when they accidentally misspelled the Emperor's name on their tax returns. Since then, the Morts have moved in and salvaged what they could. Officially, they remain neutral in the galactic conflict, but unfortunately, rumors have arisen that they have been harboring a key member of the Resistance in secret. Floating in the debris of what used to be Scar Stew, thank you, Emperor Nefarious, Zerkes is a family-run rest stop for galactic travelers who wish to remain off the grid. With refueling platforms and a full-service restaurant, this establishment caters to smugglers, pirates, resistance members, and anyone else wishing to try the best flirtberry pie this side of Santa Fe. Finally, the recent dimensional crisis has brought some unexpected changes to the establishment. But when your clientele is largely comprised of criminals and freedom fighters, having your dining room in another dimension is quite a perk. Sylvari is home to a handful of monks that reside in the ruins of an ancient Lombax outpost. It is rumored they are the descendants of Bogon Galaxy pilgrims who chose to devote themselves to dimensional knowledge and revitalizing yoga, rather than bodybuilding and bounty hunting like the other members of their species. With the Lombaxes long gone, they are also the keepers of their most treasured secrets, such as advanced knowledge of dimensionality and a really good Snivelakian bean hummus recipe. Ooh! Blizar Prime is a Ragongo-level mining operation, known as the galaxy's main source of Blizon crystals. Integrated in high-energy capacitors, this material was once prevalent in computers, starships, and whoopinators. These days, however, the rare ore is mostly shipped to the Emperor's research facility on Cordelion for various dark projects. Speaking of which, when the dimensional crisis broke out earlier today, communication with the miners went silent, and their shipments to the Empire were missed. So, Ms. Zurkon thinks that maybe Blizar might not be the safest place to be right now. Yes, indeedy! Molinath Gulch is the largest scrapyard in the galaxy. Once an arena for titanic robot death matches and full-contact poetry slams, this area became a well of highly sought-after ancient ore and rare technology. While the Emperor shows little interest in these outdated parts, the Vullards have managed a fairly stable business salvaging the bones of these classic warriors. Or at least they did, until the pirates began to loot them on a regular basis. They say it takes tremendous pressure to create diamonds, so what better place to set up an experimental forge than the crushing depths of Cordelion's boundless oceans? Kedaro Station is one of the Emperor's most secure facilities, using a classified energy source to power its Rubion forge, which can manipulate the strongest metals while crafting the most delicate circuitry. With a workshop like that, it is no wonder that this facility is the rumored birthplace of all the Emperor's battle mechs, armor, and espresso machines. Dolis, the not-so-secret home base of the pirates, is a bastion for robots who wish to live a life of adventure, freedom, and morally ambiguous deeds. But that's That sort of life can be an expensive one, so the pirates have also waded into the treacherous waters of Brandon and Target markets by creating their very own theme park. Have you ever wanted to be a pirate for a day? You can, if you can survive the pirate trials. Its success has been mixed, but the pirates have still flourished in recent years thanks to their mysterious captain, who has somehow managed to stay one step ahead of Emperor Nefarious and his efforts to utterly destroy them. Perpetually racked by storms, Vacheron is home to the most feared prison in the galaxy, Zordoom. Prior to the rise of Emperor Nefarious, it was filled with murderers, despots, and monsters. Now, it is packed to the brim with suspected Resistance members, actual Resistance members, and anyone who may have looked at the Emperor in a funny way. Overcrowding has also become a serious issue recently, but the Warden claims to have a bold new strategy: reforming prisoners with a gauntlet of crushing pistons. My dear Zerky is known for being a calm and peace-loving individual, committed to serving anyone and everyone. But what most patrons do not realize is that our family used to be elite synthoid weapons. Zerky himself conducted whole symphonies of pain, crushing his foes with ease. But as he sat amidst the ruins of Scar Stew, pondering the mass extinction he wrought upon its people, he realized that he could kill anything except hunger and thirst. So he laid down his blaster and built a place where he could try to slay those feelings on a daily basis. Ooh, so inspiring! Ms. Zurkon, on the other hand, built a tidy side business selling and modifying weapons for those still hungry for violence, while their beloved son Junior set up a battle arena for those still thirsty for pain.